What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Underground Stars Season 2. This is episode, I want to say 4, and I'm here today with...
Lil Xavy.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling. What about you?
I'm good. I'm trying to get, like, the next 3 episodes recorded because I'm leaving for about a week next week, and I won't be able to record them, so I'm trying to get as much as I can beforehand, so...
Yeah, that's good.
It's been a grind. The past, 3 days, I have to record, 2 a day just to make sure I get everything right.
That's the grind. The grind is real.
Yes, sir. So, let's just get into it, man. How'd you start getting into music? How'd you start making music and all that?
I started making music no longer than a year ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I started off for fun. So what I used to do, I used to make diss tracks on people in my school just for fun or whatever. So, and cause I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't always the cool kid. I was always the oddball. So I used to get I wouldn't say picked on, but you feel me? I was an odd one out. So I used to diss everybody on the song that used to make fun of me and stuff like that. And it just started off for fun.
Yeah.
Then I started taking it serious August last year, and then that's when I started making music. Yeah.
And did you kind of because you just started, so do you know kind of what kind of music you're gonna make, or is it you're just experimenting with a bunch of different styles for right now?
I think as of now, as you can see from my recent EP that I dropped, I've been trying different styles or whatever, but I'm trying to stick to one style. I'm trying to make music for my city or whatever, cause I'm from New York, so it's I'm trying to make music for my city and whatever, or people music that people could relate to and stuff like that.
And so, who do you think are some of your inspirations for making music and that are influencing your style right now?
I mean, I noticed who said in Jay Sivion's interview, shout out to him. But I started making music basically because of X type shit. It was because of X, but so X is one of my big inspirations. But from my sound comes from Roddy Ricch, Lil Durk, Lil Baby, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all people that influence my sound. But the person who made me start music or influenced me too was X for sure.
Yeah.
When he died.
So it's more on the melodic side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really a pop star. I don't like to. Yeah. So
I feel that. And from just starting out, you've gained a pretty good following so far, and everything. How do you think that you've managed to do that? How did you kind of approach growing on social media and growing your fan base like that?
I mean, just being the person I am, I people, I attract people for some reason. I don't know, it's weird, but everybody's just attracted to me somehow, and I just attract people. Just cause I could be a funny person at times. It could be things I tweet out or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just have I have a strong connection with my fan base. I answer DMs all the time. I interact with my supporters. I'll play I'll go on PS4 with them and play with them.
Yeah.
So that's why my fan base is strong, and I've been growing fast recently. That's pretty much why.
Would you be playing on PS4?
I used to be a tryhard in Fortnite. I still be
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah, I'm trying to get the P5 so I can play Cold War and all that.
I played Cold War for a bit on on the Xbox. I didn't really like it as much.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It's a decent game. It's just compared to Modern Warfare, it looks worse. And the multiplayer is just so hard just to level up and everything.
I mean,
it feels more cartoony than anything, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't got my hands on the game, but I'm trying to play that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I grew up on gaming. I was caught up in the mix, but when I wasn't, I was always gaming and shit. I grew up on games basically.
Yeah.
That's what kept me out of trouble.
Yeah. And do you think gaming has kind of influenced your music at all, or not really?
I mean, yeah, because my first song, I recorded it on a PS4 headset, and it wasn't. I didn't have no mic at all. I recorded on my PS4 headset, and I was talking to one of my friends, and basically he was like, "Yo, you should make a song." I'm like, "All right," And I FaceTimed him. I had the PS4 headset. He was laughing at me because I had the PS4 headset, but
Yeah.
I was recording. The song came out. It's caca now, but it was nice at the time.
Yeah. That's the
But
come
yeah,
up. That's the grind right there.
for sure. I was grinding every day.
Yes, sir. And what mic do you have now?
Well, mic I have now, to be honest with you, I don't even have an expensive mic. I think I have like it's a snowball. I think
Yeah.
that's what it's called. But like the mixing makes up everything. The
Yeah,
mixing is everything in the vocals.
for sure.
Hmm.
And so you mentioned Jtavion earlier.
Yeah.
How, like, tell me how y'all kind of met and like through social media or whatever.
Ooh.
Because I
To
heard
be
I heard
honest,
his side of it. He mentioned it a little, but I want to hear your side of it too.
to be honest with you, I don't really remember like that. But I just randomly met him. I think it was from I don't know. I think it was Benevolent. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, I
I
did.
think I met him through I met him through him,
Hmm.
and like basically it was just like a random connection. We just had like a random bond, and we just started growing from there. And then we working on music together for sure too. I just gotta hit him with some with an open or something,
Yeah,
open verse. Yeah,
and
it was like random.
yeah, for sure. And I mean, you're part of the whole Third Society group and everything too.
Yeah.
Do y'all have like a lot of music together, or do you have y'all just not really started on that yet?
Nah, that's some up and coming. So
Hmm.
Tavion's the leader of that. So I'm gonna leave that up to him. But yeah, we got a lot of shit in common.
Yeah,
Like for sure, a lot of bangers, no misses at all.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Yeah, because he told me whenever we did his episode that he was trying to figure out when to start like the album that you are planning to do and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but
That's coming soon.
yeah, I'm excited for that. That's gonna be really interesting to hear. 100%.
For sure.
So you because you released an EP. I want to say last month, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere around that last month, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was kind of like your process of making that,
The
like choosing
process
all
of
the
making
songs and
it.
everything?
I mean, first, like to be honest with you, I put all my time into looking into beats because every
Mhm.
song I freestyle it. Like to be honest with you, I put effort into a song, but then I put more effort into like finding beats because it's hard to find beats on YouTube. Like it's just, because if you're going for a certain sound, you gotta like keep looking and looking and looking
Yeah.
because there's millions of beats on YouTube, so you just have to
Mhm.
like you have to keep looking. But I sacrificed a lot for that EP. Like even of course I don't care about numbers. Like if
Yeah.
anything, like I just care about evolving as an artist and
Mhm.
as a person. So I sacrificed like sleep for that. Not skipping classes in school. I recorded like there's a song on the EP called Zoom, and I recorded that in Zoom in a Zoom class in school.
Yeah.
That's why I called it Zoom. Yeah, I
Dang.
was for sure. That's why I came up with the name Zoom.
Yeah. And how long did it kind of take you to make the whole EP?
Like I said, since I freestyle everything, it didn't take that long. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, yeah, it didn't really take that long.
Were you kind of going for like a theme for it, or were you just kind of
I
whatever comes
mean,
out, whatever
I
comes out?
dropped it. Okay, so I dropped it October, and the name of it was Forest of Terror. So it was like, and it's because I'm from New York, and they call it the trenches
Yeah.
or the concrete jungle. I wanted something different, so I was just thinking. I was like, the Forest of Terror sounds fire because
Mhm.
yeah,
That's fire.
there's a lot of like violence going on.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
I enjoyed it. I listened to it when it came out. I really liked it.
but
Yeah, you did a great job, bro. For real.
I appreciate it. So
Do you
I
have
appreciate
like
it.
your a next one planned or anything, or are you just kind of going as it is?
I feel like I'm gonna drop singles and like start. I'm gonna apply more pressure than ever because I'm only 16. So like
Mhm.
I have to. I only have 2 years until I'm considered an adult or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to apply more pressure than ever, and I have to like. I got music video coming soon. I got people to market my stuff. Like
Mhm.
I'm just working on growing as an artist. Like
Yeah.
and numbers wise, that's when I'll drop like an album or something because it's too early in my career for an album.
Yeah, for sure. Do you
Hmm.
think like you're gonna drop a couple more EPs, few more singles, and then see how it is
Maybe
then, and then adjust?
yeah, maybe I'll drop. I'll probably drop another EP like beginning
Mhm.
or like middle of next year. I was thinking about that.
And so, do you think that's how like up and coming artists should kind of approach how they do things? Like start dropping singles and then an EP, but not an official album
I
right off
mean,
the bat.
I mean, I don't necessarily think that's how every artist should go because
Hmm.
every artist takes a different route.
Yeah.
So it's like you got people they keep dropping the singles because like you got Lil TJ, he didn't drop his first album until maybe last year,
Hmm.
2019. He kept dropping singles. He never dropped an EP.
Yeah.
So but then I dropped the EP early in my career because my category of music wasn't big. I didn't
Hmm.
really I didn't have too much music that people could listen to or whatever. So it was like I had to put out something.
Yeah.
Instead of putting out every single song every single month, I just put out an EP.
Hmm. For
Yeah, so
sure.
I just figured it was better like that.
That's for sure. And I feel like for most, because for the people who do drop singles after singles after single, they got to stay consistent with those singles.
Yeah, you have to stay
Hmm.
consistent, or you will lose your fan base fast.
Yeah.
You lose fans more than you gain them,
Yeah, for
and it's
sure.
like it's like you have to stay consistent, or you lose them, and you don't want to lose them because if anything, those are the people who are gonna make you like bigger
Hmm.
in the industry. Because I'm pretty sure everybody in the industry they don't care about clout, but they also want to be known at the same time.
Yeah. And is that something you struggled with, like just staying consistent?
Not really. It's like because obviously I'm not signed to a label. I can drop whenever I want, but
Yeah.
like I also I like to connect with the supporters, and I post snippets frequently.
Hmm.
I'm consistent with snippets for sure
Yeah.
on Twitter, and I'll go like this, and I'll post the snippet, and I'll be like, oh y'all like this, y'all fucking with it, like, and then they'll be like, yeah, drop that. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep that in mind. So like, let's just say next drop, there'll be that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'll be doing that.
I feel that. I think that most that's what a lot of people just struggle with is the consistency. They either just run
Mhm.
themselves out or they just don't stay consistent at all.
No, that's the thing. You have to stay consistent. You gotta stay. You
Yeah.
have to stay consistent because if you're not, you're done for.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna make it if you're not consistent. It don't matter because people care too much about numbers. That's another thing. That's why people like aren't so consistent because they want to drop and then wait a whole 2-3 months to get that like song their numbers up.
Mhm.
But then yeah, they care about numbers too much. Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't really care about numbers. You should just like focus on evolving, getting better, perfecting your craft.
Yeah. And do you think that you've evolved more than you like would have imagined in the short period of time that you've had?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went from like I was, to be honest with you, my music was ass a year ago. It was super ass. Like
Mhm.
I was one of the little ignorant kids. Like you know how they categorize it as mumble rap or
Yeah.
whatever. I was one of those kids. Like I used to, and I still remember all the songs by heart. And like I still have friends that clown me for them songs. Like till this day,
Uh
they'll
huh.
play it on my old SoundCloud. I'm not gonna say my old SoundCloud because I'm embarrassed. But they'll come to me like, "Yo, this is fire!" Like being sarcastic, and I'll be like, "Nah, bro, turn
Yeah.
it off." So like yeah, I came a long way. Like I used to rap about ignorant shit. Like I used to rap about fucking diamonds, chains, cars. I mean, of course you could rap about them, but like
Mhm.
I don't have all this shit yet.
Yeah.
I know I can make it there, but I ain't got all this shit yet.
Yeah.
Nah.
For
I've
sure.
definitely improved.
Yeah. And do you have like a plan for like the next couple like maybe let's say a year from now where you want to be, or you just kind of playing it by ear, just putting in the work and seeing where it takes you?
I kind of want to put in the work, see where it takes me. But then again, also I have goals for next year too.
Mhm.
Like by the end of next year, I want to have at least like a big fan base, probably like 10K people. I might make it there, might not. Like it
Mhm.
just all depends on how consistent I am,
Yeah.
how well my marketing is, because marketing is a big part of the music industry too. You can't just drop a song and expect it to go viral out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably I put in I'm gonna definitely put in the work, start dropping on Spotify more frequently, and see where that takes me.
Yeah. And how did you market like your album that your EP that just dropped?
To be honest with you, I didn't. I kind of that was like an experiment
Mhm.
type shit. It was like I just put it out there, and I was just like, oh, let's try this. I'm not gonna market it at all. I'm just gonna promote it once, and that's it.
Yeah.
I posted it once on my Instagram. I posted it once on my Twitter. No, actually, maybe like twice, 3 times. But after that, I just let it rock, and then like
Mhm.
I see that people really fuck with it. Like altogether, I think how many plays I have is like 1,860 something
Yeah.
plays, and I just yeah. So that's how I know the supporters like really fucked with it,
Mhm.
cause it was like they were just playing it by themselves without
Yeah.
marketing. So
And did
so
like
it's like yeah,
anybody reach out to you after like they listened to it and like let you know
yes,
what they thought? Yeah.
yes, there was everybody was saying it was fire, and I love criticism, not to the point where like you know you force me to do shit, but I love hearing like from supporters like, oh yeah, I like this song. Then
Yeah.
from another supporter, I hear like, oh, I like this song. They like two different songs. So
Yeah.
it's like I have a song for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Like there's no way you can dislike me. Maybe maybe people could dislike me as a person, but there's
Mhm.
no way people would dislike me when it comes to music. I have a song literally for everyone.
Yeah.
I even have pop songs in the vault. I don't even think I'm gonna put out, but
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Is that something you kind of prioritize, making sure you have a song for every kind of type of listener?
I mean, yeah, if you want to put it like that, yeah,
Yeah.
cause I know like when I was little, I didn't believe that. Like, I used to attack people for their opinions. I don't do that no more.
Mhm.
Like some people like pop, some people like heavy metal. I was talking about that with my friend earlier about some heavy metal shit. He was like, "Oh, how do people like that?" I'm like, "Well, like everybody has different tastes in music,
Yeah.
so I try to prioritize like making different types of music, and for different people, I have slower songs, R&B songs,
Mhm.
like, but yeah, but my best music is definitely in the vault right now, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
When's that going to come out? Don't know
I
yet.
don't know.
Don't know yet. You waiting?
I'm waiting for the right time because like with labels and shit,
Mhm.
artists drop like at the same time, and it's not really like
Yeah.
it's not really nah. I'm waiting for that right time to drop the oldest good shit.
Yeah, for sure.
hmm
So, kind of coming up and everything, do you find like collabing with other artists or with like producers, do you think that that kind of comes easy to you?
Yeah,
Or do you
people across like the media love my sound. Like I
Mhm.
don't know what it is, but people always say like, oh, and I don't let that get to my head. Like, oh, when they
Mhm.
be like, oh, you talented, you talented. I don't let that get to my head and think I'm better than everybody. Because of
Yeah.
course, if anything, I gotta stay humble and like I know there's people out there that's better than me, and I can always improve. But people collabs and shit always come easy for me because people love my sound across Twitter. There's like I'm not gonna say like I'm different,
Mhm.
but I'm of course I'm trying to be different, but I'm not gonna say I'm different because there's a lot of people that do sound like me. But on the platform Twitter, I don't think there's anybody that really does sound like me. So
Yeah.
collabs are easy to come across. Yeah,
And like with people who like let's say producers sending you beats and everything, do you kind of find it easy to get on most of them, or
I
are
mean,
there some kind of styles that you're like I can't really get a good flow on this or I can't
I
really
mean,
think of this?
to be honest with you, my email gets spammed with beats every day. Like,
Mhm.
and and to be honest with you, I like to give producer their criticism because I'm not just gonna like let just beat slide because there's some producers that just give me a beat pack and what they'll do they just leave it there and they won't hit me back up saying, oh, did you listen to it? There's some people
Yeah.
that do. I'll tell them if I like the beat. They're like, oh, did you like any? And I'll be honest with them. I'm not gonna like lie to their fucking
Yeah.
face saying like, oh, this was good, bro, when it's really not because to be honest, I'm a very picky person when it comes to my beats, and
Mhm.
when it comes to my beats, I'm picky.
Yeah.
I want something that hits hard. So if anything, I'll tell them to change this, and they'll make it better.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll be giving them criticism too, because as an artist, you know what good beats sound like.
Yeah. You know what most artists would
I'm
want to
not
get
gonna,
on.
yeah, of course, I'm not gonna lie to them and say like it's good when it's not.
Yeah.
I'll tell them to change things.
And was there like a certain producer that was like did a lot of the production stuff on your EP that you dropped?
Not really. It was just like a mixture of everything. I had 808 Mellow, which makes Pop Smoke beats.
Mhm.
I had other producers too. There was one song that I had called Anemic. It had Alex Ram.
Mhm.
That's my son Alex Ram. Shout out Alex Ram. That's my boy. But he makes he we have a lot of shit in the vault, and like that's basically one of my main producers. I go to him a lot.
Mhm.
But like that's the only song I have out with him right now. No, I have two songs out with him right now, but that's my main producer. Um I go to him for like everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you think that like artists should have like a certain producer that they kind of default to go into for beats?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is important to like build with producers because they're the ones who making the beats. Like you can't just as an artist, you can't just put an acapella out there to the world and just think that like that that is gonna blow up. without a
Mm-hmm.
beat. You of course you need beats, so like it's definitely good to build with producers, especially when they're from your hometown, because they know what type of sound that you like.
Yeah.
Exactly, cause so it's like yeah,
And did y'all kind of just click like you and Alex? Did y'all kind of just click immediately?
yes,
Yeah.
it was like that. Like we just clicked like that. You see, like it's rare to have connections like that where you just
Mm-hmm.
click easy. But I clicked with him easy. I clicked with Alex Rum easy. I clicked with I don't know if you know him, but Prod Krusty, shout out him
I've heard
too.
of him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I clicked with them easy. Like it was easy to click with them.
For
I fuck
sure.
with them heavy.
Yeah. So moving on. So do you like do the people like that you know that you're close with and everything? Do they show a lot of support for like your music and stuff? Like people that you
Of
know in
people I know
person?
in real life, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hell,
Yeah.
I got people like I went to school in middle school that said they didn't like. I even got people in middle school saying I wouldn't be shit, talking about oh your songs is fire. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody that didn't fuck with me in middle school or whatever. I still got people that don't fuck with me in high school, but
Yeah.
everybody that didn't fuck with me, they fuck with me now. Like they follow me on Insta, they watch my page, like all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't, but I don't let that get to my head. Of course, like I
Yeah.
said before, if anything, stay humble, stay dedicated. But yeah, like they support everybody supports. Like I have a lot of haters too.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't say nothing because they scared to.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
who do you think is like your number one supporter for like right now?
Mm, I'm not. I'm not. I don't think I should say her name, but she know who she is.
Yeah.
But she, yeah.
So that's crazy. I mean, from like starting music so early on to where you are right now,
Mm-hmm.
just like that growth that you've had so far is
Yeah.
just crazy.
I've I've definitely
And
evolved as a person.
no, yeah. Where do you kind of see like okay, let's say from right now next year, where do you kind of
Mm-hmm.
see your sound going?
My sound is gonna be exactly where I want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
My sound is gonna be way different because of course I'm only 16 and my voice is gonna change. Like it's either gonna get deeper or stay the same. I
Yeah.
don't know where it's gonna be, but definitely the sound is gonna be exactly where I want it to be,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm working for right now.
And so I asked this for Jatavion, and do you think that you've kind of found your style for like right now, or are you
Yeah,
still kind of looking for it?
I'm still kind of looking for it. To be
Mm-hmm.
honest, people say, "Oh, like oh, your music is fire. Like you perfect your craft." Like I ain't perfect my craft yet. I'm still definitely like trying to find my sound,
Mm-hmm. And you
and
think,
I'm working towards that.
yeah, do you think that's kind of like something you're struggling with just because you don't know, I want to stick with this or I want to stick with this?
Not really,
Not
to be
really?
honest. I've been experimenting with drill.
Mm-hmm.
I've experimented with melodic drill. I've experimented with R&B. Like I said, pop, hip hop is my main though. But
Yeah.
it's not hard. I'm getting there little by little.
Yeah, for sure. And what do you think is like the funnest music to make for you right now?
Drill,
Drill. I
drill is
I I had a feeling it'd be that.
drill is fun to make
Yeah.
because it's not drill is definitely different from any other genre of music.
Mm-hmm.
It's more open. Like you can do anything on drill. You can sing on drill. I've
Yeah.
heard melodic drill before. I've heard people like Pop Smoke. They don't really sing on drill, but like you can do anything on drill. Drill is fun
Yeah.
to
It's just
make
more
for
versatile
sure.
than any other one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. I feel like drill just in general is just fun to make no matter what part you're doing of it.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it, but it's fun.
I
It's
I
fun as
think
fuck
it's
to
just
me.
because it's not like if you do it right, it doesn't follow like the traditional kind of what normal music
Yeah.
sounds. So it's just more
Mm-hmm.
free flowing than what it is.
People love drill in my
Yeah.
city too. So that's why I like to make it too, because like I said, I'm from New York, and it's like people in my city just love drill. Like they play. I have neighbors, right? Like maybe across the street from me.
Mm-hmm.
They play Pop Smoke on big ass speakers every day,
Yeah,
every day. Like my city loves drill.
for sure. Who do you think kind of like your your top three artists like that you listen to? Do you think like they kind of you? I'm trying to figure out the right word. Do you think they kind of influence the way that you work, the way that you sound?
Yes,
And who would they be?
Not too many people know about him, but my favorite artist right now is Stunna Gambino. Not too many people know about him, but he's definitely blowing up. Like his song got a million in like a week.
Mm-hmm.
But he's coming out. He's coming out of Washington Heights, like my city. He's definitely influenced my sound too. You got people like I said, Roddy Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people like that. Like, just I don't like to share my playlist too much with people. But if I do show you new music, like you somebody special,
Yeah.
because if anything, there's a lot of people that like to imitate and copy.
Yeah.
Because I even have people. I even had people in my own circle say like, "Oh, since you doing music, I want to do music too."
Yeah.
And then when I hear them, they either steal a bar, my flow, or something like that, and it was just like, nah. So that's why I don't like to like tell people who I listen to. But yeah, those are my top two artists right now, like Stunna Gambino, Roddy Rich. I started listening to Dirk more.
Yeah.
Lil Baby for sure. Yeah, people like that.
That's good. Did you see the? Have you seen like the Grammy nominations or anything?
Mm-mm.
I saw them. Because I'm pretty sure if I remember this right, because Lil Baby dropped an album 2020. It didn't even get nominated. I'm pretty sure for like rap album of the year or anything. And it 100% should have. But no, it's crazy. I mean, there's The Weeknd should have been nominated 100%, and he didn't get any.
I fuck with The Weeknd. Like
I feel like Mac should have at least been nominated for something.
mm-hmm.
Same with Juice WRLD. And then
Juice WRLD got robbed too.
100%. I mean, like, they just completely missed so many great albums that dropped this year for all the nominations.
I don't know what type of fucking music they listen to, but they robbed all the artists. I'm pretty. No, I heard Roddy won something. I don't know though.
Roddy got nominated for, I know, Song of the Year, and Performance of the Year.
He deserves that, but
Yeah.
everybody else got robbed. Lil Baby got robbed.
Yeah.
Juice got robbed.
The Weeknd. I mean, that's like that's the biggest one that annoys me is The Weeknd. Just because he should have gotten at least one nomination.
Mad people is mad on Twitter. Even people I fuck with on like, you know, they like, oh, The Weeknd got robbed. Nah, fuck the Grammys. Fuck the Grammys. You got mad people screaming fuck the Grammys now because The Weeknd and all this other shit.
Yeah.
I see that shit. Yeah.
It's crazy. It is crazy. It's always something with the Grammys. Every year, it's always either someone got robbed or some person that they gave too much to, something like that. It's crazy. But speaking of that, do you think that kind of whenever you blow up and whenever you're have crazy success, do you think that you're gonna be more worried about awards, getting nominated for stuff like that, or is that kind of just not really that big of a deal for you?
It's not really a big of a deal to me, to be honest. Like, I don't really care about no Grammys or I don't care about no awards. Like, I'm just trying to be myself. Like, awards don't make you.
Yeah.
If anything, like Drake said that one time, like, you don't need awards. You don't really need awards. If you have people singing your songs word for word, you already won.
Yeah.
And I already have that, people singing my songs word for word, so like I'm not really worried about no awards. Yeah.
That's real. I feel like I feel like a ton of people just they want all like the accolades, they want all that, which I mean it's not bad. It's 100% not bad, but if you worry about that way too much, it starts getting in the way of like what you're really supposed to be worrying about.
Like, people are too worried about awards. Like, you should be focusing on like getting better. Because you see, I'm not throwing shots at no like Smoke Purp or NBC. Like, Smoke Purp is making the wrong music for like he's making the right music at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like music is constantly evolving. He's making the wrong type of music, and people don't really like listen to that type of music anymore. That's why his album sales like flopped or whatever. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if anything, you shouldn't be worrying about awards or whatever. Focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Making yourself better.
For sure.
Yeah.
And do you think you've kind of gotten like, because you said you focus on yourself and evolving and all that, do you think that you've kind of gotten to a point to where you're comfortable just kind of staying in that one sound that you're in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Actually, no. I want to step out the box.
Yeah.
I gotta step out the box. Like I gotta like try something new.
Mhm.
I'm trying to like I don't want to stay with the same sound because as I get older, I'm gonna mature more and more, and like I'm probably gonna grow out of the sound that I am right now.
Mhm.
But as of now, I'm gonna keep the sound and try to make it a little better.
For sure. And how would you
Mm.
describe your sound right now?
My sound is like pain, melodic flows, relatable shit.
Mhm.
Like the see, and if you really listen to my songs, I like talking about love because love is like everybody can relate to love.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody got played once in their life. Everybody has that one ex that they like it changed them.
Yeah.
Maybe for the worse, maybe for the better, but everybody has that one ex or whatever. Or, and yeah, like, I like talking about love because everybody goes through it.
Mhm.
Everybody goes through something with that. So I talk about that. I talk about heartbreak and like I to be honest with you, should I be rapping about fucking being caught up in the mix? Because obviously, like I said, the city where I'm from,
Mhm.
like people die young or whatever. So
Yeah.
you gotta stay cautious. You gotta be safe in the city.
And does that and from is where you're from? Does that influence your music as well? Does that like
Yes,
yeah?
like growing up, I see like people that I don't see no more because they
Mhm.
got caught up in the mix. They lost themselves. They're like you got people that had big dreams like me, and I don't see them no more because they got caught up like smoking weed or selling drugs and shit like that. So I don't. They just so it definitely like influenced me a little
Mhm.
more to like make it out so I could show them like the streets ain't the only shit there for you.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
how do you think? Because a lot of people do get caught up in all that stuff. How do you think that people should just kind of? What do you think the best way is to not get caught up in everything and just to stay focused?
If you making music, stay in the studio. Stay in the studio because when you in the studio, you're not gonna have no time for the bullshit. Like you stay in the studio, you be good. Like and if you're not a rapper and you trying to like stay out the streets, like focus on bettering yourself. Like I said, like if shit, you could be working out at home or doing something like because the streets ain't for everybody or
Mhm.
whatever. So if anything, you should be wanting to stay out the streets, especially if you have a family.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that like if you like for artists coming up and everything, have you found it kind of hard whenever you're getting recognition and all this, just trying to staying like not making it get in the way and everything? If that makes
Nah,
sense.
not really. It's not. I mean, I'm to be honest with you, I'm not gonna say I have trouble getting recognition, but no, it's not really a
Mhm.
problem. I know like people if people like my work now, they like my work later
Yeah.
because if anything, I'm only improving, so they'll like it
Yeah.
for sure. Hmm.
And that doesn't really affect you in any way. Like everybody coming up, like, oh, you make music, they start liking it. You don't. You
Nah,
just kind of.
I got people from my hood like coming up to me. People I don't even know
Mhm.
coming up to me. It happened to me like maybe last month. Some random ass dude came up to me out of nowhere, and he was like, "Yo, what's up, Lil Xavy?" I'm like, "I don't even know you." So it's
Yeah.
like it's definitely something like it's something new. I gotta get used to it,
Yeah.
but yeah, like in my hood, I'm known for making music or whatever.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That honestly must be such a cool feeling. Like just being able to
It
walk
is,
around and people are like, they know you because you're doing what you love.
of course. It is it's a great feeling because
Yeah.
that means I'm doing something right. If I got people I don't even fucking know it, I've never seen in my life come up to me talking about some yo Lil Xavier, you the one that make music or whatever. Like
Yeah.
even when I'm playing basketball, like I could be playing basketball or whatever. Random people walk up to me, like do a handshake, dap me up or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't even know them.
Yeah. That's crazy. That must be such a crazy feeling, just being like in that moment, and then you're just being recognized from people you don't even know.
It is
Yeah.
the best feeling.
So, we got a couple more things before we end it off. One thing that I really want to know is what kind of like out of all your songs right now released,
Mm-hmm.
what is kind of like your favorite song or like the song that you kind of remember making the most?
Voice. I that's the most recent song I dropped. I think I dropped like 22 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Or is Voice and Make It Out. Make It Out. Everybody loves Make It Out. It's catchy.
Yeah.
It just Make It Out is just like, I don't know if you've ever listened to it, but if you haven't, find the time to listen to Make It Out and
Mm-hmm.
Voice. It's definitely two of my favorites. Those are not my favorite. Like my favorite song actually right now that I don't have out.
Unreleased.
Like it's unreleased. I'm not gonna drop it until I get a music video and all
Mm-hmm.
that for it. Yeah.
And I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's okay. Take
This
your time.
this happens every single time. The
Take
person
your time.
says something, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna follow up with this, and then when it comes down to it, I completely blank. Yeah. So, no, I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know what it is. We're gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna remember, and then we won't ever have it.
I'll be like, damn. I remember
Yeah.
I could have asked them.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, we'll move on from that. So, how we end the episodes are, we got 3 questions, and then you get to ask a question for the next guest, and then that's pretty much it. So, the first question, right now, if any 2 artists could drop a collab tape, which 2 artists would you want?
That's hard.
Any 2.
Lil Baby and Dirk gotta come out with something. They're hard.
That sounds crazy.
Lil Baby and Dirk gotta come out with something. A collab tape from them too.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
That would, honestly though, that would go crazy.
That would hit. It would.
I feel like just having a Lil Baby verse on it, and then a hook by Lil Baby, then a Dirk verse, and then both of them on the hook.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would go crazy.
Dirk and Polo. My bad. Dirk
and
and Polo.
Polo.
Even better.
Honestly though.
Even better.
All right, the second one is, if you, out of any of the songs out right now, if you could have made one of them, which one would it be?
What do you mean?
Like, if you could have made, let's say, God's Plan, or if you could have made any song out right now, which one would you have chosen to make?
Fuck. Blueberry Fago by Lil Mosey.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's fire. It's fire.
That's just hard. It's mad catchy. Like,
it is. It really is. There's no other way to describe it.
On God, like, I'll be playing the PlayStation or whatever, out of nowhere. I'll be playing the game or whatever. I just come out of nowhere. Boom, bad bitch. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I doing?
Bro, it's such a catchy song.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, the music video too is just fun to watch as well.
Yeah.
It's just the whole vibe around it. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Those are unmatched vibes. Can't really find that nowhere.
All right, so the third one is, do you have any advice for any either up and coming artists who are just trying to figure out what they're doing right now, just in general?
Best advice I could give from whatever I've experienced, take your time. Don't ever rush anything, because, you know, if anything, if you rush it, like, it's not gonna come out the way you want it to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So take your time, perfect your craft, because being an artist is not easy. It's not as easy as it looks. It's not just like saying words and just like putting it out there. It's more to it. It's whatever you go through in life, you put it in your songs or whatever. Don't ever talk about no ignorant shit. Don't talk about you driving foreign cars and your dad has a fucking Honda.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being serious. Like, don't ever do that, because you don't want to come out like as fake.
Yeah.
Because that's just being a clone. You wanna stay true to yourself, and you wanna, like, yeah. So just don't ever give up. Whatever you wanna do in life, you can achieve it. Gotta believe in yourself and have faith in yourself.
Mm-hmm. I figured out what I was gonna ask earlier too. because we're talking about your favorite song that you've made.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, like, do you think that your favorite song that you've made is your favorite because it's kind of like the general music that you kind of listen to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I make the music that I want to like hear,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
see, like I said, I listen to a lot of people like Stunna Gambino or whatever, and like it's like, damn, I could be good like them, or I could be good like Roddy. I could be good like him, or that person. So I try every song. I try to like like come up with new lyrics or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, new flows, and it's like I want to make the music that I want to hear.
For sure.
Because if you don't like your own music, how you gonna expect other people to like it?
Yeah.
You got to put out the best quality.
For sure. For sure. That's something important to know for everybody. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I got one more thing, and I'm gonna be sending you over one of the season 2 stickers. So whenever you get the chance, just shoot me an address for me to send this over to you.
Mm-hmm.
These are fire. I got one on my speaker. I got one on my computer.
That's valid.
Let me.
I'll probably put that out. I'll probably put that on my PC or fuck around and put it on my PS4.
Yeah, we got that right there.
That's valid.
But no, yeah, man, appreciate it for real. It's been fun.
Nah, thank you for having me.
Like honestly, keep up the good work. Shit's fire, 100%.
Thank you.
So your album, your EP's on. Is it only on SoundCloud or is it on everything else?
Nah, it's not on everything else. I was working on doing that. I'm gonna get like every song on there little by little. But
Yeah.
for now, it's just on SoundCloud and YouTube. But like I said, I gotta apply my pressing and like put it on every streaming platforms.
Yeah, and then it's just what's your SoundCloud and everything.
My SoundCloud is just Lil Xavy.
All right.
Every one of my socials is Xavy the Great though, so people get it confused. My artist name is Lil Xavy. I've heard the craziest pronounces of my name or whatever. I don't know how to say it. I've heard Lil Xavy. I've heard Lil Javi. I've heard Lil Xavy. No, it's Lil Xavy.
Yeah.
Lil Xavy, like wavy but Xavy.
I was about to say like gravy, but with an X.
Nah.
Wavy.
I've heard the craziest names.
Yeah.
People call me Lil Wavy. No, it's Xavy.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's. Yeah, I mean, at least people are talking about it. It gets stuck in their head. It gets stuck in their head, so they think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, man, I appreciate it for real.
Thank you for having me.
So, thank you everybody for watching. I'll have Xavy's Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, everything in the description below. Make sure to go check out his tape. What is it called again?
The Force of Terror.
You'll make sure to go check that out on SoundCloud and YouTube. And we'll catch y'all next week.